Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Luke Reacts 20, and here's another video of Who the Hell Is. And in today's video, I have Hannah, who you may know as Oz or Beyond Oz.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm very good, darling. It's been such a long time since I last saw you in person in Liverpool. So
Mm,
it's really nice to be able to regroup and do this. Your YouTube channel is going amazingly. I'm loving it. We need you in the scene.
oh, making me blush. Very kind of you, very kind.
I mean it.
I really wanted you to come on here, and we've been scheduling, but we've
I
got you.
know, I know. There's a bug in London that keeps infecting people. Like there's like a flu bug and it hit me a couple of weeks ago and I had to reschedule. But I'm really, really happy that you've been free tonight so that we can do this tonight.
Of course. So let's get into it.
Let's
So,
do it.
obviously, you're from Turkey.
I am indeed.
What part of Turkey are you from?
I'm from Istanbul. I was born in Istanbul. I was born and bred. Beautiful city, also has got a lot of culture and history. When it comes to Eurovision, we have had a lot of successes. Unfortunately, we're not a part of Eurovision anymore, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. But I've been living in London for the last 10 years.
So, why did you move? What was the reason?
Well, actually, let me correct that. I've been living in London for the last 6 years, but before that, I was living in Coventry because I studied at Warwick in
Oh,
Coventry and in Midlands.
mm,
And then I studied music and theater and media. Like it
yeah.
was like all together course. And then I loved it so much. And then decided to just pursue a career here, which was not easy because obviously being a Turkish citizen, you need a visa and all that.
Complications.
But then if there's a will, there's a way. Any hole is a goal.
Yeah, literally.
Literally. So and then here we are.
So, what do you think is the biggest difference between Turkish life and British life?
Oh my God, there is a huge difference. I do really believe that sense of humor is very different. It took me a long, long, long time to get used to the British humor, but I'm a big fan of dark humor
Mm,
and kind of sarcasm to an extent. But obviously, in the queer community, it can get a little too much. So when I was a newbie in the UK, I was a bit okay, especially in the dating scene, I was a bit okay, get to your point, stop using sarcasm as a way of communication.
yeah,
Um, so but in Turkish culture, there's also a lot of like hiding back. But in a good way, I think both cultures are beautiful. I think Turkish people are very outgoing. And in the culture, there's a lot of sense of humor, which is sometimes a bit sexual, I believe.
okay, okay.
Um, I think in the British culture, it's a little bit like in between the lines.
Mm,
So there are a few connections between two cultures, but I really enjoyed the differences in a way.
yeah, the
Yeah.
very important. Which country has the better food?
I mean, I just had a kebab tonight. Like, I'm so sorry, but I cannot compare Turkish cuisine with anything. Like, it's for me, it's the best. And I'm saying this as a person who is I'm a foodie. Like
Yeah,
I love food. And I also love I love British cuisine. Like I don't also like people who say Britain doesn't have a cuisine. Like it does. Like I'm a big fan of
fish and
the Wellington fish and chips. I also love a good Sunday roast.
oh yes, a Sunday roast.
Yeah, when it comes to Christmas, the Christmas puddings and all that. So there's definitely a beautiful food culture in here. But darling, I'm coming from the heart of Turkey, from Istanbul. So like Turkish cuisine. Because I think our cuisine delivers for pretty much everyone. If you're vegan, we have the mezes. If you are vegetarian, we have like mezes with dairy. If you're a meat eater, we have all the meat you want in the world.
Everything.
Yeah. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, of course, I love Turkish food. I literally love Turkey.
Yeah.
But right, this is like a bit more deep. However, I feel like we should talk about it. In Turkey, isn't it quite homophobic?
hmm So here's the thing. Turkey is a big country. It's a very, very big country. If you look at the map, it sort of like is a bridge between Europe and Middle East, meaning that it accommodates so many different cultures and so many different perspectives. And also, like the majority of the people practice Islam. But at the same time, coming from the history, we have been a home for so many different cultures and so many different civilizations. So, this is a very sort of like interesting question because homophobia comes from different motives. Some
Yeah,
people are religious and hence they don't get it. Some people really hate gays, and that comes from, I don't know, traumas and all that. I would generalize by saying that Turkey is not a homophobic country, but it's really big and it accommodates millions of people. So, for example, where I'm from, Istanbul, we have a very big gay scene.
nice.
Um, Although our government has been a little bit of a, pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Um, I think, generations after generations, it is accepted that gay people, first of all, make up the most entertainment industry in Turkey.
okay.
And like most of our celebrities, like well-known celebrities, if you look at the popular culture in Turkey, they are like openly queer people. So
Hmm.
I wouldn't say Turkey is a homophobic country, but it is a country that has a lot of complications to understand people with different aspirations.
Okay. Like unique people.
Yeah, but I wish my country was like, a little bit more accepting towards
I
people. Yeah,
actually soon more.
yeah, absolutely.
Um, but my favorite celebrity in the whole wide world has is Turkish.
Okay.
So I
Who's that?
think you know who she is. Do you know who Ekin Su is?
Oh my God, really? Oh my God, that's random.
She is why I get up every morning. She is why I thrive to be the best of myself.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Like she is like a quite a fresh name.
Yeah, yeah, like I'd say because like I'm very open. It's like when she came out, that's when I was really struggling and I was in hospital and
Yeah.
stuff. And she is an icon. Like if I ever did drag, my name would be Effin Sue.
Oh my God, that's so amazing. I would have like thought that you would say like maybe Tarkan or like Hadise, like Sertab from like Eurovision.
But no, Ekin Sue.
Oh my God,
You
that's
like
amazing.
Ekin?
Of course I do. Yeah.
If you're not familiar with Ekin Su, she's a Love Island UK winner, but she was an actress in
Yeah.
Turkey. And
Yeah.
she had a single out in Turkey as well.
Oh, like this is, but then again, like, I don't understand where you're coming from because like of the whole Love Island thing. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's how I know her, Love Island.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
But what does a day in the life of Oz look like?
Um, like it's quite different because like every day is different for me. Like I kind of like lead a business in media.
Hmm.
I do like a lot of music. I do a lot of recording. I also like teach piano. So like music is at the center of my life. And in the evenings I host events. So I work with like different venues. I'm hosting like open mics, showcases, concerts, gigs. Every day is different, but I really do enjoy what I do. I am constantly around creative people. So like I wake up usually around like 10, 11 a.m. I wish I could say like I wake up at 5 a.m. every day and then I go to the gym. And then I come back home and I take a shower and I have my avocado and egg toast. No, darling, I wake up at 10 a.m. and I'm lost. I'm like, what am I doing in my life? So like my life is a whole rush, but I just love doing it. So usually kind of like I have my breakfast 1, 2 p.m. I try to work out as much as I can. To be honest, when Eurovision is at its peak, I can't really do it because I am dedicating most of my free life to making reactions and editing and filming myself.
Lot.
Yeah, and like after 4 seasons of doing Eurovision, I am taking this way more seriously. Like I have upgraded my gear, my computer and all that. So like each year I'm trying to
Get
like
more.
yeah, like I would do myself and like give bigger things to the audiences and stuff like that. So each day is different, but I'm taking each day as they come. But every day is about productivity, whether it is making videos or teaching or writing songs. Here's my baby. That's my boyfriend.
Love that. What
Very
is he?
reliable. What is it called?
Yes, what's he called?
Jason.
Okay, Jason the piano.
That used to be my Starbucks name when I first came to the UK. So, so yeah, every day is different, but like it's all about productivity.
So how did you get into singing?
Well, I've always been interested in music. My first love ever in music was piano. I'm a classically trained pianist.
Yes.
And then I studied music, but then at the age of 16, I sort of like discovered artists like Tori Amos, Amy Lee, Regina Spektor, um, and all the Elton John, Lorena McKennitt, all these big names who sing and play the piano at the same time.
Mm.
So I thought to myself, oh, that'd be quite nice to sort of like play the piano and sing at the same time. So that's how it all started, and I kind of like started writing music and sang on top of them, and it kind of like worked out. But it's
Yes.
a work in progress. Like each day, I'm learning a new thing about my voice. Obviously, like when you're a singer, it's never ending. Like the lessons are continuously there. Yeah.
Mm. Something new each day about yourself.
Absolutely, darling. Absolutely.
I think it's you. I hope it is. When you I see on your Insta stories when you've got free time, do you watch Selling Sunset?
I do indeed. I do. Do you?
Of course, yeah. Do you watch Selling DOC?
No, I tried, but I didn't get like hooked on very easily. I think like
Oh,
Selling Sunset for me is the original, and like Selling the OC seemed like a sequel, like kind of like a different franchise. And I was like, no, like let's keep up with the original.
okay. Well, I'm going to be controversial. I prefer DOC.
Really? Well, I just love a good cat fight.
Well, the OC is worse than Selling
But the
Sunset.
OC has like men in it, right?
Yeah, but they bring the drama with because do you watch Pitch? Do you know Pitch Perfect?
I do, yeah.
So Brittany Snow, who was in what she played the ginger one.
Oh my God, yes.
Brittany, and she was in Hairspray. Her ex-husband, but they were together at the time, was on Selling DOC.
Oh, okay.
He flirted with a lot of the girls, and then as soon as it got aired, they've got a divorce. So it's
Oh,
juicy.
oh my God. Well, I still do prefer the drama from Selling Sunset, even if like in the last few seasons, like the last 2 seasons, it's been very obviously very harshly fabricated, but I still do enjoy them.
What was your first memory of Eurovision?
My first memory of Eurovision was I think like absolutely like in 2003, I think when Turkey won um with Sertab.
Mm.
And I don't know how old I was. Maybe I was like 10, 11, or something like that. Like, and I was like, I remember my grandmother coming up to me and be like, let's watch this music competition because Sertab is competing with an English song, like something that we've never done before. And then it's so great. People are talking very highly about it. And bear in mind, back in those days, we had no social media. We barely had like, I don't know, like internet. So like it was incredibly exciting. And then when we won, all of our agenda was circling around May each year. Like, who are we going to send to Eurovision? Are we ever going to win again? Like, are we sending an English song or a Turkish song or else, blah, blah. So, like, early 2000s were like my first memories
Nice. Do you have a favorite Eurovision song?
of Turkey or all, like, of all
Yeah.
times. Hmm?
Of all time.
Of all times. Oh, I do have a lot actually. Ooh,
Of
wow. But I do have many favorite Eurovision songs. Okay,
you.
here's the thing. I mean, if anyone's watching right now who knows my channel, I think will really be they're going to be surprised that I'm going to say that because I have really strong opinions about ballads. But
Okay.
Duncan Lawrence,
Mm, okay.
Arcades, that song is so magical.
Hmm.
And as a pianist, I loved seeing like a piano player and a singer doing their thing on stage and winning with pure art. Like that song is something that I always go back to. But of course, I'm a big fan of like Kaino, like Spirit in the Sky. Like it's my always go-to song at karaoke nights. Rise Like a Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
Mm, what else? Let's give you one more.
Give me one more.
Okay, maybe let's choose like one from. Okay, Tattoo, Loreen last year, big song, Queen, Kneel Before Her.
Ah,
Um,
I
yeah,
can't.
yeah, Icon. I think I would go with that one.
Nice. Yeah, they're good ones.
Yeah,
All I would say is though I wish Duncan could have used his success a bit more for his two children last year. Um,
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think like he's an incredible artist and like he is like very like reserved and like he did not let Eurovision change his craft. Like he's very fragile, and sometimes he takes some time off to just like work on his mental health, like blah blah. Like he's like quite like um real in that sense, and I love that about him.
Hmm. Now, this is a tricky question, but one
Oh
of my
my God.
if an artist who you feel that was robbed in like maybe the final and they should have placed higher, or they didn't qualify, if you could choose an artist to come back for like a redemption narrative, who would it be?
So to come back this year or the following years?
Let's say next year. And like you feel like they've got more to show than, or they deserve better than they got in
Oh
the.
no, the first act that comes into my mind is Cyan Kicks from Finland.
Oh, okay.
And that's not even Eurovision. That's like a national finals. Does that count? Should I like pick someone from Eurovision?
It's different, but yeah, go with it.
I
Wow.
I, I feel genuinely sad about the whole thing, like from UMK. I mean, like Windows 95 man is great Eurovision and like fun cabaret. But Cyan Kicks. I mean, I've been a fan since like 2022, like when Rasmus won.
Yes.
Um, and they've been trying so hard.
I
Yeah.
when we had all the songs, I was still convinced. Well,
How about you? Like, what would be your like what would you like to see? Like, what act would you like to see redeeming themselves?
well, if it's Eurovision,
Yeah.
Marquee for Cyprus.
Oh, yeah.
Or this might be controversial because I know people don't like her, but Emma Muscat with a bop because she does bops.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
And
No, that's
Like Emma has some really good bangers, and if you haven't listened to her bops, listen
I
because
have actually. I will go and listen to them like after this.
they're really good. And just like I saw a video of her at like Malta Pride, I think, last year, and she was, dance breaks, and I was like, where was this?
Yeah. Oh my God, amazing.
Have you ever been to Eurovision or a national final or pre-party before?
Oh, where do we start, Luke? Okay, yes to all. In terms of pre-parties, my first pre-party was London pre-party last year.
Oh,
I was actually we did not meet at that party, did we? We met in Liverpool.
yeah, but we had spoke, I think, around that because you told me something about it.
Oh, about the pre-party.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, yes, yes,
I
yes.
may or may have not been gotten very intimate with a very well-known Eurovision act. But I swore with my life and with my left kidney that I will never disclose that. And also, it's about that person's privacy, so I would not jeopardize that. But that was a very fun, well, after party, after pre-party. Yeah, that's funny, like pre-party, after party. But
Yeah.
yeah, so London pre-party, very much fun. I was actually with like Noosh and Laura Slavandik.
Mm.
And then I think some others joined. And then last year I did a full-on Liverpool Eurovision extravaganza. I was press. I'm hoping that I get press this year as well for Malmo. But regardless, I'm gonna be in Malmo. And then I've done a lot of like Eurovision parties, like the Euro Fans Club, Wee Wee Jams.
Yes.
Like I think we had an amazing time at Wee Wee Jam last year. Like
Yes.
it was very much fun. So I've done a lot last year because it was also in the UK, so it was like easy to attend.
But yeah, so what did you think of Liverpool as a host city?
You know what? It was amazing because like it was quite an unusual setting. Obviously, like the year before, Ukraine had won. So like because of the war, like Liverpool had to step in, like the UK had to step in. So I think I quite like the way how like the British production, like the BBC, took on the responsibility and like created this like co-joined sort of
Oh,
hosting situation. I think it was like so emotional in a way. Like I remember in the press room, I was crying a lot whenever there was like a reminder of Ukraine and like the global crisis and the war. I think like the UK did an incredible job taking on the responsibility by also like reminiscing what
mm,
Ukraine stands for. So like it was incredible. Like the community was great, the parties were amazing, everything was on point, and I think like I will cherish those memories all my life. I've met so many incredible people, including you. Like we had incredible time. Um, and it was like it was very sweet because at the same time like Liverpool has got a very huge music scene,
they
like
have,
we
yeah.
like the birthplace of Beatles and like so many incredible artists, so like it only made sense to have Liverpool as our hosting city, as our host city. And I love the fact that the whole city turned into a like Eurovision celebration, and
Even
everyone was like so excited about it, and I love that so much.
like even people who don't watch Eurovision, like yeah,
Absolutely. Everyone was like, "Oh my God, like we've been following the news, we've been following the lists and like we know what's going on. We are rooting for this country, this act, all that." Like there was like such a community going on and I love that so much.
I'm biased because I only live like
Yes.
50.
Yeah.
But I think like I've been to three Eurovisions now, Portugal, Italy, UK, and I honestly think Liverpool is the best city, like the best host city in a while.
I
So,
mean, I am like really looking forward to going to Malmo this year and like compare
oh,
my experience. But like, I really do feel like Liverpool is always going to be this one very special city for me because it was just the right place to celebrate Eurovision last year. Like it was just right to do that.
It was. Do you have any crazy stories that happened in the Eurovision week in Liverpool?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, yes. Okay. I'm gonna tell you this one because I think like no, like fuck it.
Yes.
So it was at Weeby Jam. It was me, Noosh, Laura, Shane,
Yes.
Paco, um, and you were there as well, I think, that night. So as we were like drinking, dancing, I remember like going to the toilets and Noosh was with me and Laura was following. And then I felt like an arm over here. And then like someone just like turned me to them. And then like there was this like really handsome Italian guy whom I thought was interested in me. So I was like, "Ah, but then apparently it was all about a confrontation because I said something about Sanremo, like
What?
like being an incredible way to Eurovision. And I do know now that Sanremo actually inspired Eurovision and
Oh,
it's the original Eurovision. But like this was a comment back in 2021 that I did not really know much
cat
about
art.
Sanremo. And like this guy was like, Oz, you are like a bad influence to people saying that Sanremo is actually like
Oh,
Eurovision. Eurovision is like Sanremo, which I actually do agree right now. And then like this person was like, "You're a liar, you're a liar," and like Noosh next to me was like laughing her face off.
oh
And then
gosh.
I was like, I don't know what's going on. Can I just please go to the toilet? And then I remember like Noosh dragging me to the toilet, and I was like, what just really happened? But then at the end of the night, we patched things up. Like we partied all together, but like that was a big shock
Yes.
me
Yes.
that people actually remember what you say from years ago. So you have that to look forward to. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have many other stories, but I think I'm gonna like keep them
Keep it to
to
yourself.
myself. Yeah.
Um, but now you are a YouTuber in the Eurovision world. How did you get into that?
Well, like it wasn't like actually like May. Oh my God, is it I think it was like the 21st of February 2021. So like I'm actually getting quite close to celebrating my like fourth season. Um, it was just after the hard lockdown, like things were starting to ease up in the UK. Like we were able to meet with friends and all that, but the pandemic was still there. And I remember like people telling me that I should do reactions. So I actually started making reactions on YouTube, just like randomly, like Turkish musicians. And then
Okay.
from there, I start reacting to some like international musicians. But then February being the beginning of the Eurovision hype, the
Mm.
algorithm started to throw me like Eurovision reactors and reactions. And I thought to myself, I love Eurovision and I love music. I'm a musician myself. So why don't I go ahead and make Eurovision reactions? And then I started from there. And like within a very quick, like nick of time, um, you
You're here.
know, yeah, like I got connected with the community. Um, I don't know, like I think like there was a really nice conversation that my channel started in a way. Like I'm really proud of that because like me being Turkish and like reacting to countries like Greece, like Cyprus and Armenia, people were like, oh my God, like a Turkish person is doing that. And I was like, of course, like I'm doing that because like these are the countries that I feel most proximate to. Like these are my people. And I think Eurovision is very much about that. Like it's very much politicized at the moment. But
Mm.
when you actually look at the community and when you like look at us fans, we connect through music, like united through music. And like I think that's the best part about the fandom, like what we do together. Like we actually kind of like ease this politicized um chaos a little bit.
Yeah.
And like it was incredible. And I'm very happy that the season is on. Like I'm very happy to be reconnected with the community, and like it's always a joy to start conversations.
Yeah, 100%. Well, this is obviously you're a singer, so I thought we have to throw something in with music. So you've got a very hard task now.
God.
If you had to form a girl band consisting of four members of Eurovision and national final artists, who would
Okay.
be the members? Because I love a girl band, like,
Girl band. Okay, well, okay, cool.
you know.
Okay, let's get Loreen first.
Okay.
Okay. Sertab, Turkish. Like that's how we won every way that I can. Okay, wow. Pereira, Cyprus.
Oh, Eleni, of course.
Pereira. And then lastly, ooh, let's get a bombshell. Chanel. I think it couldn't get better than this.
How do you think Chanel and Forea would work together, though? Would they? Who would be the
I think there would be some sort of like feud, like some beef between them. But I think we would love to see that, darling.
it's like the Nicole Scherzinger and Melody Thornton drama from
Absolutely. And I think we will be there to see the drama, but I think like these four would work really well.
Hmm.
I also do feel like we need a Eurovision All Stars, don't you think?
Yeah, everything, like every show now is doing all stars. So
Like there are like so many returning artists, and like we see that in national finals as well. Like with like Constructor returning, Kaino returned, the Roop, Lithuania, they've returned. Like
one the I don't like his song. The 2014 guy for Denmark, Cliche Love Song, he's back.
oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, exactly. So like I mean, I don't know, like, I'm getting hints of like that kind of like sequel. I think that would be quite nice.
Hmm. Yes, I'd like an all stars. I think that'd be fun.
Imagine like Conchita, Ferreira, like Manzimerlo,
Yeah.
Loreen. Like imagine like these people competing with another. Like imagine the bloodbath. Oh
I feel like we couldn't have semi-finals though.
no, it's just gonna be the competition
Yeah,
itself.
that's it.
Just
Yeah.
like just like 10, 15 of them.
Yeah. Come back. Did you watch Benidorm first?
Yes, I did.
Who were
Yes.
your favorites and that?
Like with Benidorm Festival. Oh my God, like San Pedro. Also, what a handsome man. Like, wow. But like his song reminded me of my like ex relationship. So I was like, if he actually goes through, I'm gonna like carry on crying all along this season. So like in a like very selfish way, I'm kind of like happy that my ex relationship and my ex failures are not gonna be reminded. Um
He had a
uh, I also loved Jorge. Like I think Jorge should have won, by the way.
okay.
Um
No, because of
yeah,
the or looks.
both.
Okay.
Both. I mean, like he brought this beautiful blend of masculinity and femininity together. I think what he was wearing was also incredible. His body,
Uh,
like his attitude, the song. Yeah, I'm gutted that he's not actually representing Spain. But like I said, Zora actually really much has grown on me, so I'm okay.
yeah, I know. Honestly, I agree. Saint Pedro was my mum's favorite song, so watching it live with her, not the best.
What was your favorite?
My favorite. Oh wait, what was my favorite?
Not
I
yours, yeah?
in do you, like in the final, or can I say like the songs that maybe didn't qualify to the final?
You can, yeah.
Well, oh
I
my
also
God,
loved what was the one? I'm here to stay. Here to
yeah,
stay. That was a very good song.
he was my favorite, but I didn't really like live. Um,
Yeah, the live version was great, but then again, like yeah, Zora's live was really not good as
yeah, I'd
well.
say Saint Pedro was my favorite with Mantra, who did not qualify.
Yeah.
Um, However, Mantra, as everyone knows on this channel now, I loved them before Benidorm Fest, so I was always gonna support them.
I
And
think San Pedro lost with his staging a little bit, like all the like hectic dancers
oh,
behind him, kind of like I don't know, like there could have been something else that could be done. I don't know.
they're like Jorge, he did have dancers and he needed dancers,
Yeah.
and I think I've mentioned this in another video which isn't out yet, but I was in Madrid for New Year's Eve and I
Oh,
saw one of the backup dancers was a dancer in a club where I was. So I was like, when I saw Pablo, who I follow on Instagram, when I saw that he was dancing for Jorge, I was like, oh, I have to support this.
yes. I mean, yeah, that like he was my favorite.
But that is all of my questions for you, Oz. However, I've got a question for my previous guest, from my next guest. So, their question to you was, what is the most difficult thing being a Eurovision reactor slash personality?
I think the most difficult thing is to keep up with the hype, um, and separate. That's an interesting question. Like, maybe empathize with the fandom because like I think what we do is very much personal and sometimes when people don't agree with us we end up clashing with one another, but at the end of the day what we do is starting conversations, and I think clashing and conflicting is a part of the whole package. So differentiating that aspect has been quite difficult. Like it's not personal when someone says, "Oh, like you don't know anything about this situation." You have to open your ears and say, "Yes, actually I don't. So educate me because I am a person who is making reactions from London from his living room. I don't know what your national vocals sound like. Educate me." So
Yes.
like that has been quite difficult for me to actually empathize and just not taking things personally. Because I think once you understand where people come from, we embrace each other in a very loving way. And like we understand each other and we kind of like sometimes apologize and then we come together and then we kind of like teach each other, one another, our cultures. And that's beautiful. But it's difficult until you get to that point of understanding.
Yes, 100%. Now, what's your question for my next guest?
Okay, my question for your next guest is, okay, shall we stir the shit up?
Yeah, do it.
Which Eurovision reactor that they find most annoying?
Okay. And it's all love, guys.
Okay. I hope someone says me.
But guys, thank you so much for watching. Oz, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me on obviously YouTube. It is Onur ONUR UZ dash Oz. And my Instagram is beyondozmusic.
Hmm?
And I think these two are all you need to know.
Your main ones.
Absolutely the main ones.
Perfect. Well, thank you,
It
Oz.
was such a pleasure talking with you, Luke. Lovely to reconnect with you, and I hope to see you very soon, hopefully before Malmo in the UK at some point.
Let's do it. Bye, guys.
Bye.